She's my baby. I don't mean maybe.
Let's get on with this John Lennon shit now. Okay, so in number 8, because there isn't a top 10, there's only about 7 or 8 albums, so we're going to start off from number 8, and this is fucking appalling.
Who is it?
It's called Sometime in New York City, and it's an absolute disgrace.
It's a 10 out of 10.
It's John Lennon up for being pathetic, really, you know, desperate. Oh, let's cling on to this cause, let's cling on to that cause, any cause, yeah, let's do it. And every single cause that he's bigging up in this album is either terrorism or just indefensible people. And it's like they're doing it to annoy people. They're doing it to say, oh yeah, we're so fucking important.
Strange days indeed. Strange days indeed.
Called Milk and Honey, which is a shit name for an album, isn't it? I'm sure you agree. Anyway, it's the same old bullshit. It's let's give Yoko 20 tracks and let's give John 5 tracks. All I can say is when my dad heard this album, and he very famously said, next they'll be releasing him farting, and they haven't gone far off that, have they? I'm glad that nobody told me come out, but my mum, like I said, she was outside the door and she heard everybody smoking, no one's getting high, those kind of lyrics, and she thought they were stupid. And I thought, well, I said, Mum, this was done before he died, so, you know, we've just got the bare bones here. It's a pretty shit song, but I did like it at the time. I spent a lot of money on the old video jukebox at the time. Everybody smoking, no one's getting high. That's about the only thing that's good on it, though. It's a pile of shit.
Yeah, just altogether pointless.
When the night has come.
At number 6, we have the Rock and Roll album, which is fucking diabolical. But having said that, my sister and I, we both like one record on this album. One record. Oh, stand by me. Yeah, that's the one. That is brilliant. And me and my sister, we love that, because my sister, she was totally in the John Lennon camp. Totally. Too much so in some ways, because there was a big argument when Lennon Legend came out, and my mum bought me the Lennon Legend album. And my sister went mental over it. She said, why didn't you buy me the Lennon Legend? And I says, well, you didn't ask her to buy you the Lennon Legend, so you didn't get the Lennon Legend album, did you? But anyway, it caused more trouble because my mate Jezard come round, and I said, oh, we just got the Lennon Legend album. And he goes, have you got Mother? Have you got Mother on there? And my sister went mental with me. She said, oh, your mummy, she spoils you. She takes you to fucking cinema age 38. And you say, ooh, have you got Mother? And she's right, because he just wants a reason to moan in life. And he's got no reason to moan about his mum, who does everything for him, even except his LSD habit. And yet, he's just like, oh, fucking, I want to be hurt like John Lennon. Wanker. Anyway, that's about the only good thing about that album. It was a fucking joke. It was just done because he was trying to avoid the Come Together. Because he'd ripped off Come Together and from Chuck Berry. So he had to make sure that he had some Lieber and Stoller records there, and the album was fucking awful, really. It's just, I'm going to call it rock and roll. I never liked it. I don't like it. You know, even revisionists can't like this album. It's just horrible. It's just a drunken mess.
I'm gonna run you ragged.
Playing those mind games
5, still bad news. It's Mind Games. This is such a bland album. I got it quite early, just after John died, because it was on MFP. And although it's a listenable album, there ain't nothing to it. It's just Blando McShando. All right, let's go down. I want to get this out of the way.
I'm just sitting here watching the wheels go round and round.
All right, and at number 4, we've got Double Fantasy, or should we say Half Fantasy, because there's nobody wants fucking Yoko Ono's tracks on there. When I first got this album, my mum got it for me, and she had a choice of getting Shavefish. She said the sleeve was bent, so she didn't get that. She got this one. Anyway, I guess I was glad that she did get this one. And although over the years, 2 or 3 of the tracks have become iconic, there's no real meat to the album. It's a bit pointless, and I'm sorry. I'm not surprised. It certainly wouldn't have got to number 1. I don't know if it did get to number 1, but if it did, it got to number 1 because it got shot. Sorry.
Yeah, just altogether pointless.
We're a number 3 album now. Still, we're not that exciting. Because I'd say number 3 on Paul McCartney was like Back to the Egg or Ram or something like that. And this is not up to the McCartney standard. I'm not really that keen on it. I don't like it, but I understand that it's quite a good body of work, and I've got to accept it as that. But it doesn't do anything for me. I very rarely listen to the album, and I'm very sorry. I mean, if anything that I need from this album is on Working Class Hero or something like that. So, sorry. Now,
It's a 10 out of 10.
this will be surprising to some people because I bet you thought I put Plastic Ono Band at number 1. But Plastic Ono Band is a problematic album for me. It's not an enjoyable album to listen to. I'm not that keen on it. Individual, I love the tracks Mother. A lot of the songs sound like they're ripped off. I mean, remember Love Letters, Straight from the Heart? And because Alison Moyet just done Love Letters Straight from Your Heart, and I heard God and I thought, that's a total rip-off of Love Letters Straight from Your Heart. It's the same as Making Whoopee, one of the Yoko songs on Double Fantasy. It's a total rip-off. And it makes me think, you're not quite up to par, are you? I don't know if Phil Spector produced this, but it doesn't feel like Phil Spector produced it. Now Imagine is not as good an album as Band on the Run. It has a wonderful song, and they want to have this song as the new American national anthem, which I think would be wonderful, but it would only take a few minutes before somebody mentions that, and then we're not going to have John Lennon's iconic album being said, but I don't think it's that wonderful. Imagine, I hate this sort of Chinese orchestra thing going on, and I'm afraid to say Paul McCartney does beat him with Band on the Run. It was just a much better album. And that's it. That's all I've got to say about it. So, ta-ta.